Work on your shit. Go UG, go UG, cuz. Go UG, go UG, cuz. Make a move, cuz, make a move.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy, 2 Fed Coin, back on a banger video for you. And today, as you can see by the title, we are watching the trial of Maki Zenin. Now, if you don't watch JJK, then you're in for a treat. So sit back, relax, grab your drink, grab your popcorn, and let's get straight into the video. All right, man, so we back. Not gonna hold y'all long, so let's get this started. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Trial of Maki Zenin by CJ the Champ. Let's watch.
And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I gotta get this off my chest real quick. Cause who was bro right here feeling like? Like, bro, look at him. He was walking up all confident, doing all this extra shit just to get dropped in 0.5 seconds. Like, come on, dog. You are a background character. You ain't even got a name. Know your role.
I ain't gonna lie. Background characters do talk a lot of trash, gang. Like, they'll be the ones you think they got all the trim. But, bruh, at the end of the day, he's just a background character, bud.
You are not that guy. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special emergency impromptu mini show. Yeah, not gonna lie, these is back-to-back videos that was not planned. But after what I've seen and witnessed again, I had to make another detour because good God, Maki Zenin, bro. Like, if you've already seen this episode of JJK,
I seen it. It go crazy.
Because this was generally one of the craziest things I've ever seen. She literally just wiped the whole bloodline off the map. So with that being said, it's trial time, baby. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck. And we counting how many bodies got dropped at the end of...
Chat, how many bodies do you think Maki dropped in this one episode? I'm giving it, the Zenin clan, about 200. I'm thinking about 200. Drop a comment below how many bodies you think Maki dropped in this.
So let's not waste no more time. Without further ado... Exhibit
Z.
Wiping the Zenin clan off the map. Now, since this is a trial, and we are reviewing a pretty massive crime, let's go ahead and get the main question out the way first. Was Maki blaming her in
Hold on, chat. Okay.
justified? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm here to tell you right now, yes. 100% yes. All these sorry-ass, fraudulent-ass niggas had to go. Just straight up. These niggas
She packed them all the way up, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
On some real shit, the Zenin clan might be one of the most toxic fictional families of all time. I mean, they are competing with the big dogs of dog shit families. Like, they running with the Mishimas, the Hanmas, the Targaryens, the royal family of the Fire Nation. Like, these...
Fire Nation, I ain't gonna lie. Fire Nation is such a toxic ass family. That shit so crazy. Nigga. They so toxic.
Niggas were terrible. The only thing these greedy motherfuckers valued in life was status and power. Like, for example, if you had low curse energy or your curse technique didn't meet up to their standard, they treated you like garbage. They wouldn't even look at your ass. And oh Lord, don't even get me started on the misogyny. This motherfucker Naoya had to go. This nigga is basically what would happen if Fresh and Fit did the fusion dance. They turn into this motherfucker. I mean, the stuff he was saying about women, like, good God, bro was talking crazy.
He was talking kind of crazy, gang.
Prime reasons they had to get packed up was because of her ugly-ass, old-ass, black-eyed daddy. This man might be in the running for one of the worst dads in anime history.
I ain't gonna lie.
Him and her...
He's a terrible father, gang. Like, if you watch JJK, you know that man's a terrible father, bro. He had to get packed up. So glad Maki packed that shit up.
Oh, yes, mama both had to go. I mean, this nigga really made a whole plan to slime out his own daughters. Oh, he literally hated Maki and Mai simply because he thought that his daughters were the reason he wasn't named head of the clan. I mean, the first thing Maki sees when she comes back home is her father standing over her sister's body after he beat the dog water out of her. Then he decides to cut his own daughter down in cold blood, and then he proceeds to drag both of his children's bodies through a dark hallway and throws both of them in a
like he threw them like they weren't worth a piece of ass. Like it didn't matter.
Niggas had to go.
Yep.
Every last one of them. Because these motherfuckers were generally terrible people. So when Mai told Maki to destroy it all and sacrifices herself,
she turned that shit
her
up.
literal existence was nerfing Maki because of the whole identical twin thing in JJK. This was the last day on Earth for every last person in the Zenin compound that day. Because since Mai took all the curse energy with her when she passed, it left Maki with none. And with the heavenly restriction that she has, she basically got a game-breaking buff and became a physical freak of nature, just like her
God,
deadbeat uncle.
though.
So the first victim of Maki's massacre
Bum-ass daddy.
was her bum-ass deadbeat dad. And she made quick work of his sorry ass. Hell, he was so scared when he felt her aura, this nigga thought Toji came back from the dead like the Undertaker. But nah, Bro charged up his attack just for Maki to hit him with a
I like it, cut G.
Like, no, y'all understand. When I seen that, she took his top off so fast, gang. Like, it don't make no sense. And I'm like, it took me a whole minute to process what happened when she did that shit. No cap.
took the nigga's dome piece off. After she dropped off her sorry ass pops. Next up on the chopping block were the Kukuru unit. And this is the moment
Kukuru
where
didn't have a
Maki
chance.
turned into the bride. Cause the way she was dicing these niggas up really had me thinking I was watching the anime adaptation of Kill Bill. Now let's set the scene. After her pops got a fresh lineup, the whole compound ended up going on lockdown, and Maki ended up getting surrounded by the Kukuru unit. A bunch of nameless Zenin clan NPCs with no curse techniques that ranks were filled up with a bunch of ball niggas and motherfuckers with butts cause that have never had a tip fade or a lineup ever in their life. But luckily for the Kukuru unit, they were surrounding the best barber in Jujutsu Society. So them end up running at her, but she swings once and gets a quadruple kill. Then after she drops the first four, she just casually starts to walk down these niggas. Look at this one kill. She cuts both of his arms off and sliced them down the middle.
I never noticed that.
Mid-air, she hits his sword and it went straight into this dude's neck.
Nah.
Wiped out the first wave of dudes. This one ball nigga, and I ain't gonna hold y'all, I gotta get this off my chest real quick, cause who was bro right here feeling like? Like, bro, look at him. He was walking up all confident, doing all this extra shit. Just
In fact, that nigga so fast.
you are a background character. You ain't even got a name. Know your role, nigga. You are not that guy. Now, so after this ball nigga lost all of his aura, Maki just continued to brutally murder everyone in
She
sight.
aura farmed that whole time.
That room was safe. She was styling on these niggas so hard the screen turned gray and black, just like when the bride ripped the dude's eyes out. Now, as she continued to cut everyone down, we get to one of her most brutal kills. She drops down like she's about to do a hell sweep. She kicks this dude in the gut. And this kick was so hard, it literally made this dude's head explode. Yeah, not gonna lie, if I'm one of these dudes and I just saw one of my homies go out like that, I'm gonna be real, I'm hopping on a plane and I'm leaving Japan ASAP.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Who y'all got? Toji versus Maki. Who y'all got? Honestly, bro, I feel like Toji still wins, gang. I don't know.
These two come in and swing, but they get instantly decapitated. Then this one tries to attack her, but she hits the limbo and gives this nigga one of the nastiest side eyes. She really
Bombastic
did that, bro.
side eye.
Then cuts his sword in half. And while bro was just left in disbelief, he had no time to think about his next move, cause he ended up getting split in two. Then she ends up jumping up top. And look at this brother right here. You can tell just by the look in his eyes that he didn't already doodled his pants. And he's regretting his entire life right now. Bro is probably in his head cursing his parents for birthing him in this family. So he ends up cutting them all down and painting the wall red. And finally puts that one guy out of his misery. Then she ends up pulling off one of the sauciest sequences in anime history. She jumps down and starts sliding on the floor and moves like 10 niggas. Then while she was still sliding, one dude tries to hit her, but she ends up hitting the limbo again and ends up transitioning into a bicycle kick and snatches bro's ankles. Then the last guy in the sequence got done.
By far, though, this was one of the best anime sequences I've seen in a long time. Like, for me personally, I know there's probably like a hella anime out there that got crazy fight sequences, but the detail they put into this one fight sequence, that whole episode, chef's kiss. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. For real. Like, hey, hold on. Like the video. What you doing? You just watching for laughs and giggles, but like in reality, I need you to like the video and subscribe, gang. Come on now. Come on.
sturdiest out of everyone. She slid on the blood while standing upright and pulled up in front of this dude's face. And she stared into his soul and hit him with a
1 inch.
Hand me the black mom.
In the air.
Not gonna lie, this might be one of the most disrespectful moments of all time.
Definitely
simply
was.
Because of how nonchalant she was while doing this. She really slid on the blood and passed by both of these niggas.
Nigga, I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize that, bro.
Just to hit him with a 1-inch punch and send him flying. Like, that is just flat out ridiculous. So she runs up to this one dude and she packs him up just like Anakin did to Count Dooku. As she cuts his hands clean off and disarms them. And while this dude was screaming in pain, his sword that ended up flying landed on top of this dude's dome.
Oh,
Poor guy died
that's
because of collateral
insane.
damage.
That's
Maki
insane.
continued to cut down the last
Collateral
niggas
kills?
She decides to finish him off with a devil may cry combo. She starts to swing and chop up every nigga in the room. So when she finally stands upright, everybody else in the room
Damn. Damn.
And with that, Maki just casually dropped off the entire Kukuru unit that consisted over 100+ niggas.
I'm telling you,
She dropped off over 100 people
Telling
in that
you.
room in about 2 minutes. That's just pure wicked work right there. So after the Kukuru unit was wiped out, we move on to our next set of victims, who were known as the Hay. Now, the Hay consisted of the strongest
Now,
sorcerers.
I thought they had a chance.
All these dudes were semi-
Genuinely, I thought the Hay had a chance.
So on paper, these niggas should not be bums. But Maki didn't give a damn who they were. Cause she was here to expose these bums for the frauds that they were. So the first thing that she does is enter and speed blitz Nobuaki, the captain of the Kukuru unit. And she wasted little to no time on his sorry ass. Bro tried to lunge into attack Maki, but she closed the distance in like 2 seconds and cut his sword into pieces. Then she ripped his throat out, and the front piece of his sword that ended up getting broken off flew back and hit her in the back of the head. Not gonna lie, this has to be her most brutal kill.
That had to be you if the nigga throw it out.
This was just
Damn.
flat out disgusting. She really just grabbed him by the neck and ripped out his trachea. And while dude was bleeding out and gasping for air, his own sword hits the reverse and pulls him in the head. Like, good God, that is just pure brutality. So next up was the old man with the mohawk. And just look at him in this frame. You know damn well his old ass didn't know what the hell was going on. Unc had no business being here. Maki was so fast she popped up in his face for a good 2 seconds. And you see his death from his POV. Maki ripped his eyes out and crushed them in front of him. She brutally murdered a senior citizen who probably had Alzheimer's disease. She took out the first two. She ends up getting hit by this gravity magic attack by this rat tail looking motherfucker. And he was
I thought that shit was gonna fuck her up. It didn't do nothing to her. I thought it was gonna mess up.
Could not do shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all.
Be real.
This Junichi nigga had my ass fooled. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
he was
nah.
one of them ones. I mean,
Nah. I promise you, bro. I thought he was going to be the truth. I thought he was going to be the one to put up a fight, you know, stand tall against the adversity of Maki's in. Nah, he was a victim. Let's continue.
look at the nigga. He looked the part. He looking like Uvo from Hunter x Hunter. He was Toji's brother, for Christ's sakes. I thought he was gonna be like that. But no, my disappointment was immeasurable. He hit Maki with the same move Deku hit Overhaul with. Just a massive barrage of punches that ended up manifesting into a bunch of giant fists. And it looks like this attack should have done something.
Right.
The explosion the attack gave off looks like a nuke just got set off.
Right.
When the dust clears, the first person that you see is Ranta, and his little rat-tailed ass was bleeding out because he was trying to hold down Maki so Junichi could kill her. And he thinks that he is dying at peace, thinking that his boy Junichi just finished the job. So when he finally dies, you see Maki walk out of the smoke. And when she walks past him, she is
Y'all ready?
on Junichi's head.
Bro.
This kid Ranta
Bro.
living a false reality.
When did she decapitate him?
Meant nothing. Bro died just for Junichi's sorry ass to not do shit and lose every bit of aura bro had. So after the fraudulent four got packed up, the last
Y'all don't understand. I don't know how he died.
none
He
other
just
than
came
the leader of the
decapitated.
Zenin clan's most elite squad of bums, the misogynistic tickle monster himself, Naoya.
Now I would say Naoya did give a good fight, a little bit, not too much, but a little bit.
Probably gave Maki the best spa day she's ever had in her life. I mean, look at his 5-star customer service. He is massaging every muscle on her body at 24 frames per second. That shit probably feels amazing. Then he got to his chiropractic bag. Niggas started to throw her in the mountains and shit, making sure her bones and joints were loose from all that tension. Cause he knew her back had to hurt from carrying this episode so damn hard. So after about a good 12 seconds when the massage was finally over, we get to the demise of Naoya. And one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. Maki ends up squatting down into the stance of a sumo wrestler. And she just stands here and waits patiently to swat this nigga like the fly that he was. So while Naoya was running to use his finishing move, Maki basically figured out how his technique works and downloaded his movements and read him like a book. She turns around and stares into this nigga's soul. This
The cleanest boy.
You can see it in Naoya's face.
I'm cooked.
It's looking like the two dudes from the last video that were in the same exact situation. And he was probably thinking the same thing they were in his last moments.
Damn. He really
You
about
gotta
to
rock my shit. Boom! Yeah! Bro. Like,
Fatality.
And with his face caved in and skull shattered, the strongest misogynist in history was cooked. And
He
now,
is
ladies and
fucking
gentlemen,
dead.
we have reached the final on-screen victim of the Zenin clan massacre. And it was none other than her sorry-ass mama.
man,
And the
I
way
ain't gonna
she
lie.
killed her was actually very unsettling.
That
She
was-
basically walking around and playing hide-and-seek with...
Before y'all get into this, just be prepared, Chad. She walked this bitch down. She walked her all the way down. Like, it's insane. She could let mama go, you feel me? But she walked mama down.
while calling out "Mother" in a tone that felt like she was just trying to talk with the intentions of killing her. She was moving like an actual serial killer. So when she finally found her, you can just see the terror on her face. Because her own daughter that she treated like garbage was about to take her life. And Maki didn't even hesitate to do it. She slit her throat and that was that. Ball game. Now let me give her sorry ass mama a little credit. She did make sure to send Naoya's two-faced Harvey didn't looking ass back to the lobby with the rest of the family. But with that though, every single member of the Zenin clan that was at the compound that day were dead. And Maki's mother was the last on-screen victim of the massacre. Now I say last on screen because guess what? Job's not finished.
Yeah.
Because when Mai said destroy it all, she really meant destroy it all.
She wasn't playing.
After she massacred everybody at the compound that day, she went off and boomed every other Zenin clan member that wasn't there that day.
Yeah. She wasn't playing with nobody.
Every last one of these niggas off the map.
She wasn't playing with nobody.
Safe if you wasn't even at the compound that day. She still found those niggas and killed them. And she completely eradicated the entire bloodline to the point where they ended up getting kicked out of the big three families and their entire family legacy was ruined. Now, last thing to complete this entire exhibit.
Talk to me.
Estimate how many people she actually killed.
Okay.
The resources we got.
Okay, so I said 200, right, chat? So if there was over 100 people she killed in that building, so let's say it's like 115, right? In the whole group, the unit. And she killed 3 more, that's like 118. Then she killed Naoya, that's 119. And then she killed, Then she killed her mother, that's 120, plus a 21, so like 140, I say about 141, maybe 150.
We
Depending
can
on how
make
much
a
was in the
pretty
unit.
good estimate. So let's look at this family photo right here. Every person in this photo besides Naobito got killed by Maki.
Okay.
And that would be a total of 112.
Right.
And adding her sorry ass mama, that's 113. Now let's look at everybody that was not at the compound. She killed the other 6 members of the Hei that weren't there that day, 9 members of the Akashi, and 21 other members of the Kukuru unit.
Oh, hold
so
on.
if we add in those other bodies, she dropped off 149 of these.
I was close. I said 141, 150.
Now, this
Oh,
is
God.
not a confirmed number. This is just my estimate.
Yeah.
But not gonna lie, that is one wicked kill-death ratio.
That's kind of crazy. And she
And
did that
with
shit
that,
in one
ladies and
day.
gentlemen, that is a easy pass. Light work, no reaction. She really exposed how fraudulent the Zenin clan actually was.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. She packed the Zenin clan up like it was nothing, bro. Like, that shit was insane, man. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe button, Drop a comment down below. Share this with your beloved friends. And like we always say here, if it ain't too fed, it ain't fed enough. And I'm out. Peace.